I just went through so much to get here. And to be here in this moment, have my parents right here, everybody back in the hotel room, everybody I supported back home. Nobody expect me to be here. So, oh man, it just feels good. It feels good, but I know it's not over, and I just can't wait to go and keep proving people wrong. And my story's not written, and it's all God's plan. I'm just thankful.
I'm seeing.
At Colorado, I showed it, and in the NBA, it's not going to change. I'm just going to be an all-around player and go out there and do whatever the teams need me to do, and I'm going to run through a brick wall for them.
Look, we got more breaking news to discuss involving the Charlotte Hornets. Lamelo Ball, NB1, the one of one. He has another teammate. The NBA draft continues. It has concluded, and they have gotten KJ Simpson, an electrifying playmaker out of Colorado. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing people are criticizing him for is his height. This is the kind of production that he's bringing to the table. It gets to the point where it's going to be hard pressed passing up on a kid like KJ Simpson. This is truly something special in my humble opinion. Um, Colorado, he's considered the short king. I'm here to tell you that the Charlotte Hornets have drafted the heart and the soul of the Colorado Buffaloes men's basketball team. We all know Colorado is known for Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, and all of the things that they're doing on the football side. But this kid had an amazing tournament. Surprised a lot of people. I think that he has definitely locked himself in a situation where he could be a bench player, and I mean in terms of backing up Lamelo. The Hornets need a backup, and why can't he be that fit? To come in and be putting buckets up on the board. I mean, the kid averaged nearly 20 points per game, at Colorado. So he was the guy. Lamelo pretty much though never really had a solid backup. Now he must be developed. They got guys like Michich, Trey Man, Seth, Nick Smith Jr. I'm really looking at guys like Nick Smith Jr. They also acquired Reggie Jackson in the trade that we're gonna be discussing. We're gonna be going live. So make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button because we're going live on Reggie Jackson and all of the stuff that's going down with the Charlotte Hornets is truly the tide is shifting, and we just want to be here to document the tide shift. Um, why did the Charlotte Hornets go in this direction? In the second round when a lot of people probably felt, oh, go wing or go this or go center, you know. I personally feel, like I said, LaMelo is the bona fide guard of this team, but I think they are trying to put themselves in a situation as if anything was to occur, even though you don't even want to put that in the atmosphere. But the way they are operating, it seems like if something was to occur, they would be able to still stay afloat at the point guard position. They'll still be competent as much as they can be. It still will be an uphill battle. I mean, you lose Lamelo, is almost all she wrote, But I know people are criticizing me, but I truly got faith in this new regime for the Charlotte Hornets. I think that they got it all figured out. I truly believe that. I want to get into some of the numbers for this kid, KJ Simpson. The junior. He averaged 19.7 points per game, rebounds, 4.9 assists, 1.6 steals. He shot 43.4% from three. So it's crazy. He shot 41.7 on threes off the dribble. He shot 58.5% at the rim. So that lets you know what kind of guy this is for his size. He's gonna finish. That'll remind you of so many other players. People called him the sleeper. I think a lot of teams, passed on him not due to his talent, but just due to his size. And I'm pretty sure that is going on a lot in his life. Um, as I like I said, evaluate what's going on with the Charlotte Hornets, I think that they need to do everything in their power to make sure they never finish 21-61 again. because in my opinion, I think the Hornets are too good for that. It's time for the Hornets to and the fan base to rejoice. Once again, these kids are coming in. We don't know what they're doing with Miles, even though you have them just saying that they're trying to bring him back. I think that Nick Smith Jr. is on the clock. I mean, how would you feel? I thought you was going to be that guy. Bryce McGowan's. These guys, their days are almost numbered. I'm just saying. I think if it was a situation where you do got to trade Miles in the sign and trade or whatever they're going to do, they need to try to throw one of them in there too. Just get them on out of here because it gets to the point where you need to just get some fresh air in the building. These guys got a stench of losing, just carefree, and you need to get that out of there, especially when you a new front office, new everything is coming in. You just got to be patient. Lamelo, he's got another opportunity to show his leadership skills once again. You know, Simpson, it's crazy, just to see some of the things that he did. I heard that he exploded in the combine, so he caught a lot of eyes and attention, so it got to the point where it was a lock that he was going to get drafted. It was just all about where, with Charlotte, that young team. I think that, excuse me, I think that with the Charlotte Hornets, it's going to be a perfect fit. Looking at the roster, you know who they got, the weapons. We know MB1, we know Mark, we know Miller, and I think KJ is the perfect kind of guard. To me, I think that Nick Smith Jr. he's a little too sporadic. Something about Nick Smith Jr. that makes me scratch my head and say I don't know about this kid. You know, um, but let's see. It was his rookie year. But if I'm him, I'm looking kind of concerned because he hardly was getting his playing time like the way he probably wanted to, and now you bring in another guy who you don't know that Amari Bailey is still there. Mind you, the Hornets, that's the only player that I've ever really seen them develop, to and keep him at a chill, relaxed level. I don't know who's his agent or whatever. I don't know if his mother is advising this, but the way they are, you know, doing things with Amari Bailey, that shows me the Hornets can do something. And I think when Amari gets his opportunity, he's gonna excel. Along with this kid KJ Simpson, he's going into a good locker room with guys that get along. It's led by Lamelo Miller, and these guys. And there's an ego free locker room, man. It's just a bunch of guys that love the game of basketball and that's gonna go out there to do everything in their power to get a victory. Shout out to the Queen City. We already know the Charlotte Hornets. It's only a matter of time. That's all I can let the fans know. The Hornets, just like I said, you can't skip steps. And the Hornets, they got to go through their steps. And we all know, the name of the game is staying healthy. And we're going to find out what's really good. Nonetheless, make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV. Peace and love. Shout out to KJ Simpson, the Charlotte Hornets, drafted him in the second round. And I think that he's going to be extremely explosive. Let's see what happens. Peace and love.